Good evening, everyone. It's 7:01. This is Borough Council Legislative Meeting. Today is April 18th, 2024, and I will open our meeting at this time. Thank you. Let's begin with our Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, thank you. Mr. Nichols, can we have roll call, please?
Yes, Madam Vice President. Mayor Hempkins.
Present.
President Monroe. Vice President Rollcloud.
Present.
Councilor Beatty.
Present.
Councilor Trueheart.
Present.
Councilor Trent.
Present.
Councilor Peets.
Present.
Councilor Johnson.
Present.
Kilkenny Law.
Present.
Benoni Engineering. Madam Tax Collector is excused. Finance Director is present. Madam Vice President, you have a report.
Thank you. Our next business in order, it will be Citizens Forum. I do not have any request slips, so I don't want to assume, but is there anyone who would like to make a comment? Hearing none, we'll move right along. Thank you. The minutes. I would like to have a motion to consider to approve the March 14th, 2024 caucus meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and second. I would like to take, any questions? No questions. I would like to move for votes, please.
All right. President Monroe.
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud.
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart.
Yes.
Councilor Beatty.
Yes.
Councilor Trent.
Yes.
Councilor Peets.
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The motion is unanimous.
Thank you. Next order of business, consideration to approve the March 21st, 2024 legislative meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Can we take the votes, please?
President Monroe.
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud.
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart.
Yes.
Councilor Beatty.
Yes.
Councilor Trent.
Yes.
Councilor Peets.
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you. Next order of business will be the mayor's report. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam Vice President. My written report stands as submitted. I have nothing else to add. There ends my report.
Thank you. Next order of business, President's report.
My report stands submitted at caucus.
Wonderful, thank you. Next order of business, Manager's report.
My report stands as submitted as caucus.
Wonderful, thank you. Next order of business, Solicitor's report.
Excuse me, I'm not sure if there was a report submitted. However, I can brief council if one has not been. I understand there is one item on the agenda for this evening, and that would be with regard to the property at 1024 Church Lane. If the council wishes to discuss this matter, I would advise that it be done in an executive session. However, our office is proposing to request authorization to file an equity action in the Court of Common Pleas for this property. This is a property that has been a trouble and issued property. There have been many complaints. There have been many code violations. There's been abatement done through the borough, and yet there's still continuing issues at this property. So at this point, given that we have almost run ourselves out of options at this point, it seems prudent to move to the Court of Common Pleas. And so that is our request is to be authorized to do that this evening.
Thank you. May I have a motion to consider to authorize the solicitor to file an equity action in the Delaware County Court of Common Pleas for failure to abide by the Yeadon Borough Code for the property located at 1024 Church Lane?
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions? If there's any questions, we will have to take an executive break. No questions. May we have the vote, please?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you. Moving on to the next order of business, the tax collector's report.
Madam Vice President, the tax collector asks that her report be accepted and submitted as the caucus was written.
Thank you very much. Next order of business, the engineer's report.
Good evening. I have 2 items for consideration. The first one is for the bidding of the McDade and Church Signal Upgrade Project. This is the Arlee PennDOT funded project. So if anybody has any questions, I can answer those. If not, we would like to proceed with bidding with plans to go out to bid in May and award in June.
Okay, wonderful. I would like to have a motion to consider to approve the bidding of the McDade and Church Signal Upgrades Project.
So moved.
Seconded?
Thank you. Properly moved and properly seconded. Any questions, please? No questions. May I have the vote, please?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Wonderful, thank you.
The next item is for a grant application for the Providence Road stormwater improvements. This is also referenced as Hereford Place. It's interchangeable, but at this point, just for future reference, we're going to call it Providence Road stormwater improvements because the improvements will be related on Providence Road, so we don't want to get confused going forward. And this will be a grant application to the DCED Watershed Restoration and Protection Program, and that is due May 31st.
Okay, wonderful. May I have a motion to consider to approve the submission of the grant application to DCED Watershed Restoration and Protection Program for Providence Road stormwater improvements?
So moved.
Seconded?
Properly moved and seconded. Any questions? No questions. May I have a vote, please?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you. If there's any other questions, if not, have a good evening.
All right, you as well. Thank you.
You too.
Next order of business is finance.
Madam Vice President, I would ask that we have a motion for a consideration of the AP list for April 2024.
Thank you. May I consider a motion to consider the accounts payable list for April 2024?
So moved?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. May we have the votes, please?
President Monroe? No question.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Any questions? I'm sorry. Any questions? No questions.
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you.
Madam Vice President, I ask for consideration for the AP list addition, the AP additions list for April 2024.
Thank you. May I have a motion to consider, for consideration of the accounts payable addition list for April 2024?
So moved.
Seconded?
Properly moved and properly seconded. Are there any questions? No questions. May we have a vote, please?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you. Next order of business, ordinances and zoning.
We have one more, Madam Vice President,
I'm sorry.
the consideration of a cash balance report.
I'm moving too fast. Thank you. I apologize. Okay. May I have a motion for consideration of the cash balance report?
Seconded.
Properly moved and properly seconded. Are there any questions? Hearing none, may we have the vote, please?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Rollcloud,
Yes.
Councilor Beatty,
Yes.
Councilor Trueheart,
Yes.
Councilor Trent,
Yes.
Councilor Peets,
Yes.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote is unanimous.
Thank you. Next order of business, ordinances and zoning.
At this time, Madam Vice President, we don't have anything. There are some proposed ordinances that will be circulated for council's review in the next week or so related to the code department. There are 3 right now, and I know, Chief, we're working on 2 for the police department as well, related to updating the towing ordinance, I'm sorry, the booting ordinance. Oh, that's it, so just the 1, okay.
Okay, wonderful. Now, with respect to the report that was presented to the community at the caucus meeting, we will be accepting same.
Yes, we will.
All right, thank you so much. Moving on to the next order of business, Public Works.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My report as stands as caucus. Any other questions?
No,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Moving right along, the Police Department's report.
Good evening, everyone. My report will stand as read as caucus meeting. Any questions?
No questions, thank you. Next order of business, Fire Department's report. Anyone from the Fire Department present? No one is present. Moving right along, Emergency Management's report. Anyone from Emergency Management? Okay. The next order of business is Recreation, and I'm sure we have an update on our big day coming.
Now, the only addition to my report is there will be a free Zoom webinar, Transform Your Yard, Your Gardenway, Grass Removal, Pollinators, and Native Plants webinar on Wednesday, April the 24th, 2024, 7 o'clock, and you can register online. So if you want to transform your yard, turn it into a pollinator garden so we can save the bees and the butterflies, please join into this webinar. That's what I have. Yes.
Is this on the borough website?
Yes, it is.
Where you can sign up?
Yes,
Okay.
it's on the website, so you can register right there.
Great, thank you.
Any questions?
And will it be recorded for those who may not be able to make that webinar?
I'll find out, but usually it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Roy, is everything set for this Saturday?
Certainly. Yeah, we think it is. There's a track meet going on right now, but with the Chief's help and Mike, I think we're beginning to coordinate things with the school district. It's going to take a little work, but I think we're going to work it out. It's going to be a large undertaking, and hopefully the weather will be nice if we move things right along. But I think we'll be okay.
Where will the buses be located once they unload?
I was going to say in front of your house, Mike. But no, we're going
for
to.
about 5 or 6.
Yeah, so no, we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow with Gary Rickards and Mike and Chief.
Initial plan,
Yeah.
Gary Ricker said initially they're going to be dropping off and then parking at
Yeah.
the back parking lot.
The back park. And some of the drivers will just go over to Walmart. You know, they usually don't stay during the course of a track meet, because the track meet is about 6 hours long. So most of them will go get breakfast and lunch and go to Walmart or somewhere else, and then they're called and they'll come back.
What about security, Chief?
The school district is handling security. We'll have 5 officers though out there with traffic, so we will be handling the traffic and the bus situation.
So real quick, I want to just remind everybody that the next Recreation Committee meeting will be on May 7th at 6:30 via Zoom. The information will be on our website. And our report is as submitted.
Thank you, Councilor Beatty.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Feature.
yeah, so you have to register to get the Zoom link when you, request. Like, you go on, you register, and you'll get the Zoom link after you register. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
And, Madam Vice President?
Yes,
May I make
Councilor
an
Johnson.
announcement, please?
I'm sorry?
May I make an announcement, please?
Yes.
I just want to remind everyone about the beautification project. Saturday, May 18th, buy a perennial, plant it on your lawn. Let's make Yeadon much more beautiful. Thank you. All day. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Counselor. At this time, I would like to solicit a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
Thank you very much, everyone. Our meeting is adjourned.